Hey everybody, trying to get back into position here. It's NS Demon from Hammock Forums and YouTube. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I'm going to try to add a little light because it might be a little dark in here. Hopefully that helps. Just been doing normal life stuff, working, got back into fishing a little bit, but mostly reading, and that's why I'm doing this video. It's to do a review of a book. Well, I'm going to do book one of a series, and I'll try to keep this around 10 minutes to maybe 10 to 12. The book series is the Ringing Cedar series, book one. It's called Anastasia. It's got a big sunflower on it, but Vladimir Megre, I believe I said that right, Vladimir Megre. He's a Russian author who was originally written in Russian, translated to English, German, Slovakian, and many other languages around the world. It's actually hard to describe what the series is about because the simplest description is life, and that's not doing it justice. It's about life, humanity. It goes into how we as humans are supposed to be living and working with the earth, and well, working with the spirit of the earth and working with ourselves and each other. And it has definitely changed my life. I read book one last year around September, I believe, was the first time I read through book one, and I just immediately got hooked. There's 9 books in the series. Over time I've picked them up. You can get used copies off Amazon and eBay. The used copies are cheaper than the brand new. The only problem I had was book 4 was pretty bad off as far as dog ears. Somebody dog eared all the pages. Book 1 has a couple, but they're not as bad. The rest of them are fine. I mean, like, mint, pristine, hard to even find a issue. But if you're trying to save a little money, at least pick up book 1. Keep an open mind when you read it, because it is deep. It does make you think. They are best read outdoors, and it even says that in the book, so you're more in tune with nature and the sounds of outdoors opposed to any mechanical sounds. So it's also great to bring maybe on a hiking trip, or just go sit in your hammock and read. It's been cold. I was just outside reading in my jacket. I'm on back reading book 3, which I'll give you a little spoiler. Another flower. It's my second time reading book 3. It would be my third time, because I read book 1 additionally. Reading book 1, I just got finished with it recently. Then I read book 2. Now I'm on to book 3. The cool thing about book 1, which the first time I read it, my cousin loaned me her copy, and I still have her copies of book 2 and 3. I don't have my own of those 2 yet, so they're on the list. When I got my copy, and I'll try not to show the whole thing here, it came with a lady's address here, so hopefully you don't see that, but it's got her address here, and she's in Canada. I'm assuming it's a lady. Her name's Nicole something. I started writing her a letter, which I haven't finished yet. So I guess she was inspired by the series and felt like she needed to put her address in this book, which I thought was really cool. Somebody that have that kind of future communications with, and maybe we'll be pen pals, or maybe we can get emails. Who writes letters, really? Email. So Anastasia is the main character. Obviously a common female Russian name. It's also her name. She lives in the woods. I mean lives in the woods. I mean in the Siberian tundra. She has ways to stay warm. Her body is also kind of, I believe, climatized. And she has the animals in the woods that help her out. And through training over years, they work with her. The squirrels bring her berries and mushrooms, and she has a wolf that does stuff and a bear that does stuff. I believe the wolf is a she-wolf and the bear is a she-bear, being female. Vladimir is the guy who ends up meeting Anastasia and discovering her abilities and more about her. Sorry, that's my phone. I'm not going to check it. At least I'm going to try not to check it. Discovering her abilities and her lifestyle and her philosophies, and basically she's the one that tells him that he needs to write a book about all this, and so that's when the series starts. And it's very interesting how things happen and how it's all interconnected, and I don't want to give too much away. I would like you to at least read book 1. I believe it's worth reading. Keep an open mind. You know, it's something that is, it can be deep into different things in life. So keep an open mind. Read it outdoors if you can. If not, if you can't get outdoors at all, I would say have minimum to no noise in your house, you know, which I guess is almost impossible, like my little fans running. But like I said, I was just outside reading in my jacket. So I've been trying to reread the books outside as much as possible, so I get more from them. So it's better when you read them outdoors. There is a hammock mentioned in book, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, either book 7 or 8, or possibly even 9, which is book 8 part 2. Book 8 is book 8 part 1 and book 8 part 2. And one of the girls is sleeping over at somebody's family land, when you find out about family land later in the series, and she has a hammock. So I thought that was so cool. I'm like, finally a hammock. I think it was the last book. It's like, after all this, there's a hammock. So apparently hammocks are good. They're all cool. Well, you know, I can't imagine them being bad. As long as you use your tree safe straps. Anastasia was pitched a major fit as she found out you weren't being safe with the trees. So would I. So make sure you use those straps that are safe. No nails. No cutting into the bark. Brown limbs. Don't cut any off. You know, stuff like that. So that is my review. 2 thumbs up. I'd give it 3 if I had a third thumb. And glass of milk, which I just got done dipping Oreos into, so it's got some nice Oreo speckle left. Oh, that's good. That's whole milk. That's good stuff. So yeah, ringing cedars. You find out more about the ringing cedar, which is the cedar is a tree. Obviously, there's lots of cedars in the Siberian tundra, and there's a very special one. Actually, there are two, because book 2 talks about the second one a little bit. I won't get much into that, but eventually you found out about wearing cedar pendants and how they are helpful and beneficial. And this is obviously not a piece of ringing cedar. It was never cut down, I'll tell you that much. It's just very old cedar, and it has changed some color on me since I've had it a few months. And basically you stand outside barefoot and you put your left palm over this and press it up against your chest, and you kind of do like a meditation. You probably think that's crazy, insane, but hey, it works, and I'm not the only one doing it, so I can't be totally wacky. So I'm going to say that probably about wraps it up. I don't want to keep this video too long. So again, The Ringing Cedars by Vladimir Megre. I really hope I'm saying that right. Vladimir. Yeah, it's like... yeah, that's right. Megre. Book 1, Anastasia. With the sunflower. Sunflowers are good. And some of the books I didn't know what was on the cover. There's some flowers, but if you open up on the front cover, it gives a little, let's see if I can use this, a little dialogue on what this is. So I was able to find out the other flowers. Not every book has a flower, but some of them do. What this is. Book 2 has a dragonfly, which is my current Facebook picture, and book 3 has the trillium lily, and I won't go past that because that's the only ones I have sitting here. The other ones are on the shelf. And I may do some more reviews later on the other books, but I'll give y'all time to watch this. Alright, so that's all for now. Signing out. Say bye, buddy. We get Buddy on the shot here. Rawr. I'll just detach this. Look. Hello, buddy. Say bye-bye. Alright, signing out.